This one is the new hero. Not the new anymore, but still new. It can be really fun to play him. People play them a lot early now. I don't see him that much, but I played a couple of times. It's not that much of my type of offlaner that I like to play. He can be still pretty fun though. Let's start with the build for this guy. With the boots, I would say trying to get phase boots is much more better than getting any other stuff for him. The armor goes well with his uproar. Damage is also fine with yeah, uproar is damage and armor, right? So phase boots synergizes pretty well with this. I would also just say make phase boots always. Gives you phasing. Maybe you need to reach somebody with ult. Ult is a really like short cast range. Maybe this is on cooldown for some reason. Maybe you don't have blink or you can't blink. Being able to just quickly use the phase boots and reach somebody for ult can be pretty game deciding in some cases, or just getting like early kills. Anyways, so yeah, phase boots. I like phase boots. Something I also like is blink. Blink just works with ult. Blinking on there's maybe a high value target in the back, somebody's hiding, some support, or maybe carry's waiting. You see him before he sees you, you blink on him, you ult, maybe some of your other teammates jump, you kill him quickly. It's something like, it's almost best to be compared with Legion's ult. It's kind of like Legion's ult. Of course, it kind of works like that. It can be used to eliminate somebody real quick. Other than blink and phase boots, blacking is a must-have. Why blacking? Because this is a channeling spell. So if you just catch somebody, you start using, you immediately get cancelled, interrupted. It is horrible. It is pretty bad. So getting a blacking is a must-have for this guy. Also to be able to just trample around. If you can't trample around, it's basically you needing to move around. It's not, you can't attack, so you have to move around. If you can't move around, this becomes useless, this becomes easily cancelable. You gotta get blacking. That's just how it goes. If you don't like the item, you'll have to like it for this guy. It has to happen. So phase boots, blink, blacking, that is the most basic needed stuff for him to function like a normal hero. After that, in my case, I just like making as tough as I can offlaner, tank. I just like getting assault. I like getting heart. You can choose the any order you want. Maybe if there's more high damage spells, heart is always better, because heart blocks both physical and spell damage. Much more better than assault, which is more for physical damage, attack speed. Yeah, it lowers armor, but heart is always a better survival tool. So just take that into consideration. There's always the Knight's Halberd to disable any other, like enemy carry, enemy mid, enemy off lane. Maybe they're playing some right click off laner like Slardar. It works pretty great on them. There's also another way that people go, and that is these two. So not really sure why I never make this, but you can go Ethereal plus the Kaya and Sage combo. Now Sage is great. Sage is always great. Sage effect for offlaner is great. Kaya not so much though. Kaya not so much for an offlaner like this. But I don't know. This is what I've seen people play. They would Ethereal somebody and then use ult on them, or trample around, I guess. But I don't know. I can't really see the point of that being better than, let's say, this combo, or maybe this combo. Maybe you just want to get the pipe. Helps you, helps your team, gives a nice aura. I would say any of these items just beats these two. Like I said, Kaya for offlaner, Ethereal for offlaner. You know, this is all int. the only useful stats you get is 5 strength. It's all int, it's spell amplification. I mean, it's a lot of money to just get some actual benefit like from Sage. So I would just think about doing any of these. You can also get Shiva if you want. Shiva can be pretty nice. Lotus Orb can be great also. If there's a high amount of targeted spells, or maybe big stuns. This works always great against Ogre Magi, for example. If there's Ogre, there's Lion, there's Shadow Shaman, this is great. So yeah, I would rather just get something like this, make myself as tanky as possible, while also trying to help out the team. In a way, combined with support, it can be like great combo. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Scepter is not even released yet. Shard is whatever, you can get it, you can skip it. It's a smaller type of AoE stun. It doesn't fly that fast, it needs to hit, so you can decide on this one whether you want Shard or not. Talent trees, I always take the magic resist. Sometimes you don't get any of these, you don't get like wood pipe and stuff, so this can be pretty good replacement, like a mini replacement. With this it's even more, so you become really annoying to kill, because right, you already have all the armor stuff from Uproar, you got spell protection, you got health, blacking bar, so it just synergizes. Second one, I would rather take Onslaught damage. Onslaught is still AoE. So I don't know, it could be a tough choice. If you just jump in there and you feel like you're taking a lot of damage, they immediately focus you for some reason, want to kill you, then going the right one is a better option. But if it's more like you getting in and then doing a lot of damage and your team kind of jumps on them and they're mostly disabled and they're not doing that much to you from all sides, then you can just take Onslaught. So again, it depends on the enemy team, I guess, and how they play and who they focus. Third one, I would take a Trample multiplier. You're gonna be jumping in there with Onslaught or Blink. You're gonna use your Blacking, you're gonna trample around. Wanna get the max value out of that before you ult, or even you ult before this. But yeah, it's just great value for this, and you'll be able to move around with Blacking anyways. It's a really nice AoE buff. Level 25, of course, the max ult. Another reason why the Blacking is absolutely needed. So yeah, it's probably gonna spend your whole Blacking effect on the last level, becomes 6 seconds, but that is keeping somebody occupied like that while also doing AoE hits. When you ult, it hits everybody in like a circle like this. They get those annoying mini stuns. I think that going on much longer with Blacking is much better than trying to do anything with the left one. And spell life steal, I guess that's probably where they see the whole Kaya and Ethereal Blade value, I guess. But yeah, I would just take the ult, blink in, ult, blink in, Blacking, ult, and just destroy any high value target that needs to die, and they can't really stop you. Although I guess the bash can stop you still, but if they got bash, if the bash procs, there's many ifs. Hopefully your team will be able to control them before that happens. So yeah, he really becomes something like Legion with this, and Legion also needs Blacking to do his stuff. So there is that. Yeah, there's nothing else I think I may add. I've never seen people make blade mail, so I would say no to blade mail always. But yeah, you can decide. You want to go this real tanky build with some utility, or you want to do the weird, in my opinion at least, ethereal Kaya and Sage build. But yeah, I would choose this one. And I think that's it for the beast. Just when you play him early, you don't have Blacking, just be careful who you ult. You kind of have to be aware of your surroundings. If you jump in there, you press this, immediately get cancelled. You lost all of your value. Maybe your team can get there in time. So try to not jump too far ahead of them with Onslaught and Blink. Also use a great ult to just escape. because you can just cast it immediately. Yeah, even fly across the abyss. So yeah, that's Primal Beast. See you guys for the next one.